Good afternoon and welcome to our second video series. This one is on baptism. This will be our second week covering baptism with the kids, your first week. We'll do the same rotations that we did as the week before, where we set you up with the concepts. We will have you in the study session from 6:15 until about 20 to 7, and then you can come collect the kids. While you've been doing that, we'll have sang camp songs and laid out the basic theme to the kids of baptism, again, to remind them of what they journaled about last week and some other things that they had dug into the Bible for. Baptism for Lutherans is central. We've explained that that's one of the reasons why when you walk into a Lutheran church, especially an ELCA church, you will see a baptismal font generally first and foremost. It's not something that we think about as had happened only once as a child, but something that we relive every day. And the fact that we focus on coming to our baptism over and over again. Let's see. During your prep time, remember that you should be picking facilitators for the labs, for the movie or the music, and we'd really like you to rotate that responsibility. That doesn't mean that the person facilitating is the only person talking. We'd like you to continue to uplift each other and help each other out, but that should be a shared responsibility. You have those movie clip concepts in your material. Tonight I'm attaching a YouTube video for you that has the clip of the big fat Greek wedding. And you can also find the song, what is the song for this week? The song is Down to the River to Pray. And you can find that on YouTube if you're interested. Otherwise it'll be on the iPhone that I'll have in that room for that night. Concepts. Had some notes talking about salvation as a promise. A promise of salvation, a promise of forgiveness. We do not consider baptism to be a magical pill. We've had a lot of kids asking the question, well, if you're not baptized, does that mean that you're not, that you're not loved by God? And we totally debunked that myth. That just because Jesus has told us to be baptized and that there are promises made in those in those sacraments, that because you haven't had that sacrament yet doesn't mean that God has abandoned you in some way or shape or form. Let's see, other things to think about. This concept, there's going to be a concept in the midst of this theology that you're going to read about with being buried with Christ or dying with Christ to be raised. It's a pretty chunky theological concept. The thing to piggyback or to refocus kids on is how baptism is a daily cleaning. That it's not just an act during baptism, but something that we should reflect on every day. And every day we become dirty with sin, and each day we need to be washed clean. That can be that death to life analogy to sort of take you away from the deep, dark theological parts of that. Lutherans do not believe that there is a time and a place where we're saved, where you make a conscious choice or say the right thing and then boom, you're saved. So that's one of those things that we don't do as ELCA Lutherans. Although there is clearly for a lot of people a moment in time where they make the choice to act out and be in relationship with God, whether that's through being a part of their congregation or just living out a personally more religious life. Contemporary cultural things to think about there, that the life of the church extends far beyond the church building. We try to think, especially here at First United, that that our theology carries us toward other people in our community, other people in our larger family, our larger Christian family, or our larger world family. Some people think about religion only from the concept of when they come to church, and those are those holy moments, those are those faith moments, but those things also should, that Jesus, the Holy Spirit, the Father are all calling us to something else. And so what are those things for you? And what are those things for the kids that you're working with? So continue to work with the concept of anything washing, whether it's washing hands, whether it's taking a shower, all those things can connect them to their baptism, and those are times to remember it. There's a great skit for this week. You should have discussion questions in your binder. Please utilize those. Take a good look at them ahead of time. And if you don't have enough time to do the skit that's in there, that's fine. We really want you to continue to work on prayer, praying with your kids, having your kids pray with you. That's a skill that we really want them to build, as well as sharing their highs and lows. And those are great ways of building information into your prayers if you know what their highs and lows have been. And you can celebrate the joys and also lift up the sorrows. The clip this week for My Big Fat Greek Wedding, if you have the CD, it begins with chapter 10, minute 48, I guess. Tula peeks in the classroom window, and the rest of it is essentially her husband's, or at the time fiance's, baptism into the Orthodox Greek Christian faith. So, and then finishes with the words, "I'm Greek now." I'm also attaching a YouTube video for that, so you can watch that. It's almost to the end of the clip that I'm sending you, and then it finishes with the next clip in this series on YouTube. Again, the song Down to the River to Pray is by Alison Krauss, and there are a couple of questions that go with that. So I hope this has been helpful. Please give us a call if you have any questions, or you can send us an email back, and we hope that Wednesday's a really fun and informative night for your groups and for you. Thank you for your gifts and your talents and your time. Thank you.